What's your brand of trash? Me?
Yeah, you really you really nail it.
How would you describe that though?
A little bit trashy.
Just like,
That's
what
a.
does that mean? No, so
I
like
think
Dolly Parton waitress with a cocktail
that's
wig is
full
like
on
full
white
trash. Okay,
I would even add the adjective of white.
white.
Because I think you have a little bit trashy, and white
It's
trash.
like the
That song
foundation
is about
makeup
white.
option.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
So I'd be just trashy,
Just a little bit trashy.
little bit.
And then there's trashy,
Okay.
and then there's white trash.
And I'm a little bit trashy.
That song
That's like
is
the
about
fair
white
of
trash.
the trashy foundations.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. So no, I don't like. I don't. I like, and that's funny. It's that, and that's why I think it's like. I think that's like. For everything people are attracted to, would you say that's how it goes? Meaning, like, if you like something, you like that. And a standard deviation from that can sometimes, it's not like, it will completely ruin it, as opposed to, like, oh, well, it's close. Like, meaning, like, I love a
Like
little trashy, but once it moves into even just regular trashy, I'm like, I'm disgusted by it.
Totally.
Where you would think like, well, it's almost what you like, and it's like, yeah. So you think like, oh, you like it still, but just a little less, and it's like, nah. And I just feel like a lot of people that are into stuff, like if you like a certain type of guy,
think attraction, yeah, definitely.
right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
Totally. I was thinking about you today, actually, just like how, I don't know, you're kind of a dick, but like that's what I like about you is that you're. Jeez. But and I'm like, oh, it's too bad because I'm like, nice is not a word I would use to describe Justin, and I love nice people, but I am not sexually attracted. You're right. So like, I just think it's different, and I think that there's a reason for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that I needed like opposites attract or whatever. Like your personality is really well suited for mine's gaps, right? And
but
like,
wouldn't you say the same way you're a little trashy? Wouldn't you say I'm a little dicky?
You are a little dicky. You said it.
Does that make sense though? And wouldn't you say kind of the same thing? Like,
yeah, you're not a total full-on
more
dick. You're not like,
and more asshole than me. You would hate.
Yes.
Even though, again, same thing. You'd be like, well, he's almost what you like. It's like, yeah, but it's even that little bit too far.
In the range of asshole foundations, you're on the light end, but like that's my jam. Like I can't wear anything different.
And if I was a little bit nicer, dry puss.
Yeah, I'd want to be your buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just and that's why I hate that. This, for a long time there was that thing like, why don't girls like nice guys? And like, that's fair, but also attraction is attraction. I don't know. It's kind of equivalent to what you say about physicality for guys and how they feel about women. I guess
here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I always say about nice guys.
Shouldn't apologize for it. There are women who
there
love
are
nice
women
guys.
that like nice guys. Yeah. But I'm talking about nice guys and how they feel about themselves. I'm not talking about women. I think there are plenty of women that like nice guys. I think there are women that like their guys way more dickish than you. And I think there's a whole spectrum. So I don't think women like assholes. I think some do. I would say it's a relatively, if you got a big enough sample size like the United States female population, I think the scattershot would almost range across the board, from nice to complete abusive dick of things women are attracted to. I just think the problem with what we would think of as a nice guy, at least what I see anecdotally, is the problem with nice guys, is what I've told you before, is the ones that proclaim to be nice, that is their only positive characteristic. Does that make sense? And so, that's the issue, I think, is that I think it's devaluing.
Well, not all of them, but there are a lot who like lean into that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm calling the group that we're scientifically quantifying as "quote unquote" nice guys.
Yeah. Are those who call themselves?
Are those that call themselves nice guys? Yeah. Meaning that they put that characteristic forward. I think anyone that puts their niceness forward as a man usually only has that as a positive characteristic for his whole human being.
Well, sometimes they're not even nice. Like, look at those, like...
But again, let's even just say... Let's just assume they are. Again, let's just give them that credit, just as the thought experiment. that's usually all they have. And so to me, it's devaluing to women. You're not looking at them as complex creatures. So that's my point. Is like, you're like, I'm nice, and she dates that guy, and he's an
Right.
asshole. It's like, okay, well, look at you. You're nice. What else are you? Ugly, fat, lazy, poor, live at home.
Not even that. Like if you're
And
just
then
if
you
you
look,
just don't have anything else you're bringing to the table intellectually.
and that's my
like, are
point.
you
And then look at that
interesting? Do you have
asshole. But look
something-
at that asshole now. He's an asshole. Let's assume that she even finds his behavior to be a negative. What else is he a lot of the time? Good looking, smart, funny, rich, or some combination of those. So again, like,
or none of it. Maybe he's just smart.
I'll take it. You said I'm smart. Got that on record. I already know I'm not good looking. But you know what I mean? So I just, again, like, how many guys, if you're a nice guy or just a guy, I mean, again, do women like assholes? I don't think so. I don't think in a statistically significant way they like assholes more. I just think, just like everything else, they're willing to forgive assholeness for other positive characteristics. The same way we all date the hot, sexually fucking liberated crazy girl. Like, it's the same thing. Do guys like crazy girls? No one that I know does. It's the bane of our existence, the same way assholes are the bane of females' existence, but they give us so many other things we like, it's hard to take away. The same way, like, the asshole guy is usually good looking or rich or charismatic even. And so I'm sure women are like, fucking this guy, but
You're right though.
like, that's all it is.
Bring up